You are now listening to
The Really Jeff podcast. Really Jeff. Really.
We can go on a little tangent. I am about to go on a little tangent though. But that's why a little piece of me agrees with having like, you know, sexual transgender, learning and everything. But on the other side, I'm like, no, these are kids. They are at their pure state. They don't need to know about that stuff until they encounter someone, and they need to know that things from their parents. The school teaching these kids about transgender and gay people, and I'm gay myself, and yeah, it does like offset me about like how blunt kids are, but that's them. They're truthful. They're supposed to be truthful. They're at the pure state. And I do have a problem with us trying to indoctrinate our children with these transgender classes, and let's read a transgender reads a book. Like, why do they need to know what a transgender is? She's 8, he's 9, he's 7. Why do they need to know this? That has nothing to do with anything that's going to get them in the point of their life where they're financially stable. Why do they need to know that? Is this transgender person going to get them a job in the field that they want? No. Why do we need to be over there sitting up there indoctrinating our kids with these transgender and gay and bisexual, straight? Kids don't need to be knowing about sex, bro. I just don't understand that. Did you hear about that? About the whole transgender reading a book day?
What?
They're going to schools and they're going to schools and they're reading books to little kids. What does that have to do with the curricula of this school? That has nothing to do with nothing. I just don't understand it. This is me from the LGBT community. I don't agree with it. It has nothing to do with nothing. That's like you going to be a chef, but they teaching you about automotive. What does that have to do with the craft that I'm in today, that I'm trying to get to? That don't have nothing to do with nothing. I'm just tired of people trying to indoctrinate children with their ideology about how the world should be. That doesn't make any sense. The kids should know about what they need to know about these subculture sexualities: trans, gay, bi, pansexual. What was the one that you said?
Sapiosexual.
Sapio,
yes.
Whatever.
Yes.
Yeah. They need to learn that from their parents. They don't need to be learning that from Miss Johnson in the 3rd grade. I'm sorry. Miss Johnson, teach math. That's what you're here for. That's what you got your degree in, math, right? So teach math.
All right. So if you don't mind, if I can come back. All right. Hey, I see you got real passionate about that. You had to take a drink after. I got you.
It does, because it really infuriates me. And I get a lot of slack from my own community about this. Oh, you don't accept us and you in this community. I don't care. I don't have to be on the bandwagon with every little single thing that the LGBT community does, because a lot of the things that the LGBT community does is wrong in my eyesight. We don't need to be teaching kids about stuff.
Okay, well, this is my opinion, and anything I'm gonna say respectfully. So I'm not trying to offend anybody, but I didn't know about this story. But you can't be surprised by it though, because like if you look at you're in your 30s, right?
Yep.
Well, all right, maybe just touch the 30s, but you're there. All right. If you look at TV when we was younger, right? They didn't show any type of real gay activity on TV. Now you look at TV today, and it's all across the place. It's like it's a gay couple in almost anything you watch. And
And then it doesn't even have like a storyline to it. They just insert it.
Yeah,
Like gay couple, it doesn't even have like a real storyline to it.
It's
It's not
kind of
like they have like a script or anything, or
yeah,
they're gonna be inside of this for about 2 or 3 seasons. It's just like gay couple.
yeah. It's like you have a token gay couple in almost anything you do now. So it's like it's really not far-fetched anymore to hear something like that, even though I don't think that's cool. It's not far-fetched because to me, it seems like the world is trying to make people question whether they're gay or not, to a certain extent. And it's like I used to watch Empire. And I'm like, man, I'm tired of seeing Jamal sleeping with everybody. Like, God, look, can he get one boyfriend? Like, and then it's like, I can be okay with, seeing gay people. Like, that don't bother me. Like, seeing a trans person don't bother me. But now when they get to kissing on TV, it's like, come on, man, I gotta change the channel now, man. It's like, y'all doing too much. And kind of like a prime example, another example of that is, you remember when Michael Sam got drafted by the St. Louis Rams a few years ago? He was the first gay guy.
I didn't know his name, but I remember a lot of uproar about him coming out, and then like it was just a lot of controversy, and I was just like, okay. Like,
all right. So look, Michael Sam, he came out as being gay before the draft, all that. So people was like, okay, we can accept him being gay, being in our locker room, which I think was a lie. But anyway, whenever he got drafted and he turned around and kissed his boyfriend, I told my old lady, he just messed up. He just messed up when he turned around and kissed his boyfriend or a fiance or whatever on TV. Michael Sam never made it past the preseason. And I think the St. Louis Rams just did that as a show of faith, like he could be okay in the NFL. He's never played in a regular season game. I don't think he ever made it past the preseason. And I think it's because he kissed that man on TV.
Now, me, if you're grown and you're around grown people, I don't have a problem with you having PDA, whatever. I just don't think kids should be involved. But in a sense, kids watch the Super Bowl, and the draft. Me personally, I don't think any PDA should be publicly shown, gay or straight. I don't think that kids should know about sex at all. And unless it's taught by their parents. Like, aren't you the one that wants to tell your little princess about sex?
No.
Or your wife.
I got you on that one, didn't I?
Well, you should. You should, because guess what? You're going to teach her the right way, or your wife is going to teach her the right way. Your third grade Miss Johnson isn't going to teach her the right way. Right. They're going to indoctrinate them with what this textbook says. And this textbook is saying that, it's okay to be whatever gender that you want to be, even though when you go pee, you sit down. Okay, that means you're a girl. Okay, well, you stand up. Well, that means you're a boy. So these textbooks are telling you, it's okay to be whatever you want to be. You want to be a unicorn. You want to be a horse. You want to be a man. You want to be a girl. You want to be a 13-year-old boy, even though you're 50 years old living in your mom's basement. You can be anything nowadays. You can be anything. And that's where I have a problem with it, is that they're indoctrinating kids. I don't care about the 30-year-old man on the Rams. I don't care about him. He's already grown. He made his decision. Great. Do you. But when it comes to kids, no, you need to know that you're a woman. Me, I know I'm a woman. I know I can never beat Just Jeff in a standoff. I'm not even going to try. I'm going to walk away. You can have my girl. If you want her, you can have her, bro. You can have this car. You can have this phone, whatever. Because I know scientifically, I cannot beat you up. You can basically punch me out with one hit, one really strong hit. I might dodge a couple. I might run little circles around you. But when you catch me, that's over. It's lights out, KO. So it's like they're trying to make everything inclusive. Oh, well, trans people can be in sports. Trans people can do this. Gay people can do this. Bisexual people can do this. And I just really feel like they're burying straight people so far into the ground and just making them to the point where you don't have a choice to accept this anymore. Me, honestly, I want to be, all the gay people in the LGBT community, it's like, oh, you need to do my pronouns and make sure that you say my pronoun, him, her, and they, and them, and all this other stuff. I don't even know what the pronouns is anymore because it's just so many of them now. I don't even entertain them anymore, but it's just like, we're fighting the wrong fight, bro. We should have been fighting for something else. But to my point, it's just like, we can't sit up here and keep trying to make straight people accept us. Hang out with the people that accept you and don't mess with the people that don't. It's just that simple. I'm not going to go hang around a whole bunch of white people that call me, the N-word every day, but I can hang out with white people that's cool. They have empathy for me and my cause. They, rock with me. They stand up with me. They my allies. Why would I want to make those other people accept me? They're never going to accept me because they already have their mind made up, and that's fine because it's their right, because we're in America. You have freedom of choice, freedom of speech, freedom of thought, freedom of religion. You can do whatever you want here. So it's just like, why are we trying to force everybody to accept something that they don't want to accept? But if it was on the other foot, we'd be in an uproar. Oh, dang, they doing this. It wouldn't be the same. It wouldn't be the same if straight people outright came out and said, you know what? This is blasphemy and y'all doing it the wrong way. Or the other way, if gay people say, hey, straight people, y'all need to be gay because that's the right way. That's the right way. So like, look, would that be the same thing?
So look, let me ask you this then. Do you think that they're trying to bury straight people, or are they trying to make straight people question themselves and maybe pick a side outside of what they're doing?
I think that they're just trying to cause confusion. Yeah, basically, I guess the first choice is that they're trying to make them question. They're trying to make every straight, dominant, manly man question themselves. And honestly, like you said, I feel like it's a watering down of our community, because if you're not really gay, I don't want you here. I don't want a bi girl in the community. You're either or. You either or. That's it. You either like boys or you like girls. That's it.
Okay. So I agree with you, right? Now, this is the thing. Most women, most gay women, even studs.
Like men?
Well, if they don't like men, and keep in mind I'm saying studs, or, back in the day, they used to call them bull daggers. But
bull daggers.
Yeah. But most women, even studs, have been with a man before. So would you consider them confused too?
To a certain extent. To a certain extent, because it depends. Like me, I've been with plenty. I've lost.
Whoa! Don't say plenty. Don't say plenty.
I have, because guess what? You don't know if you like apples unless you ate an apple.
Right. All right. But hold on. So, but I'm not gonna try being with a dude though. I'm cool on it.
Yeah, that's great. If you know what you like and you like what you like, that's great. But me being a preteen, confused, don't really know what it is. What is this feeling that I'm feeling? I know that I like girls. When I see a girl, my eyes get like big. I'm like, oh, shoot, she got titties, she got butt, she got this, she got that. Dang, why am I attracted to this woman? But then when I'm around boys, which that's what I grew up hanging around, a lot of boys, then these are my dudes. I don't see them like that. Why do I? But then when I go around these girls and they tell me about the feelings that they have about boys, why do I not have this same feeling that they have? And I'm them. I'm a woman. So why do I not have this same feeling that these women that I'm hanging around have? Okay, I need to go explore. I need to have inventory. I need to do some things to get this feeling that they have. So I went out and I started having sex with men. I started dating men. I started doing the things that women do with men. And at the end of the day, I didn't like it, but that's okay. That I proved my point. I got to a point where I was like, okay, this isn't it for me. I exhausted all of my options with men. I tried every penis that you could try, and I don't like that. But when I'm with a woman,
what do you mean you tried every penis you could try? What does that mean?
I mean, you got short, you got long, you got thick, you got not thick, you got this, you got that. I tried all of them. So I'm just like, okay, I've exhausted all of my options with these men, but I know that when I'm with a woman, then I get to that point.
Like getting in that twister, huh?
Yeah, so it's like I get to this point with women, but I don't with men. So I've already picked my side, and it wasn't like a one-time deal where I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna try every man. I even went back after I was already out of the closet. I didn't come out until I was 16. So even after I had came out, I went back to go see, hey, is this absolutely what I want to do with my life? Am I making a mistake? Am I tripping? Am I prematurely making a decision that I'm going to regret because now I didn't bought all the baggy clothes and the tall tees and the fitted caps and the, all of this stuff, am I making a premature decision? And then I had sex with him and I said, nope. Not making a premature decision. I went back to women and I've been happy ever since. But to your point, I feel like, yeah, I do think that studs, if you want to say, some studs can be like that, some studs can't. I mean, I'm not here to judge. I just know what I like. So I can't speak for those other studs that you're talking about.
I got you. So hold on. So you bought the Brad starter kit. You bought the Brad starter kit.
I did.
I'm not going back once I buy these jeans and this tall tee.
Bruh, I was still in my brother jeans like every day. He would be asleep. He would work overnight, and I would just go in his room real quiet and just take some clothes out of his dirty clothes bin because it was just right there by the door. And I just take some jeans and I just wear them mugs to school and I just be out, bro.
Well, see, look, this is my thing though, right? And I'm gonna try to say this respectfully, right?
You need to stray away from saying things respectfully. Just say it how you gonna say it.
Hold on, why you beating on stuff? You got anger management issues? But all right, look, this is my thing when it comes to women like yourself, right? That's you tried, you dibble dab, and you went over to the other side of the road, which is fine, But I've heard women say that, and they say, hey, I tried it, I didn't like it. But it's like, okay, what were you looking for? Were you looking to get that emotional connection while you was with that man? Because as a man, you just trying to have sex. You just trying to knock it down, get your load off, and move on. So if you were looking for that emotional connection, you wasn't gonna get it. So, but now if you're with a woman, you have no choice but to get that emotional connection because it's all emotional. It's really not based off physical,
Yeah,
so,
we're emotional creatures.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, I hate to say it, but it's kind of like hustling backwards. It's kind of like you set yourself up for failure before you even went there, So like before you went over there and dropped them baggy jeans and took off that tall tee, it wasn't gonna happen. You know
But you know what? I wasn't looking for an emotional connection. I honestly, when girls was talking about sex with guys, they was talking about how good it felt, how liberated they felt, how much of a woman they felt. And I wanted to feel that. So honestly, in retrospect, I was looking to just have sex too. I wanted to feel that feeling that those girls in the gym was talking about. Because when I first had sex, it hurt. I was like, this hurts. Why? Every time I see pornos and girls talking about it, then they're talking about how good it feels. And then I watch a porno and they look like they're having a good time. Why don't I feel and look like I'm having a good time?
All right, cool. Now, even with that being said, right, you were going to look for a feeling that you don't know what it felt like.
Yeah, but I'm sorry. As many times as I had sex with plenty of men, I should have been had the feeling. Somebody should have been gave me the feeling. So, and a lot of women, we come off of clitoral stimulation. So that's just dealing with our clitorius, and we don't come from penetration. So, you know, the thing that you're talking about is like, okay, well, you are, having the sensation by doing what makes you feel good, but it doesn't make us feel good. So it's like, okay, well, if I'm getting it from this person that happens to be a woman, why wouldn't I keep going back to that? So why would I keep going back to the thing or the person that does not make me feel that sensation that I see you get?
Okay, so look, let me ask you this. Did you pick the person? Did you pick the man or did he pick you?
Half and half.
Okay.
A couple people, pick me, I pick them, whatever.
All right, so look, let me say this also. You're not helping the men that love studs and want to try to bring them back to the dark side, right? This conversation is not going to help them. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but it wasn't a thing of when I was pursuing these men, I wasn't out the closet yet. I was still dressing like a girl. I was still acting like a girl. I was still presenting myself as a girl. My mom and my family didn't even know that I was like a lesbian at that point. So it wasn't so much of, oh, well, I'm a stud and I'm pursuing these men, because that could change the whole conversation, because at that point, the man knows that, I ain't gonna be sticking around long. This is just and that's what I'm gonna do, because she ain't gonna tell nobody and I ain't gonna tell nobody, and we gonna be good. And now I got some guarantee,
I feel.
But I was pursuing these men as a woman. I looked like a woman. I acted like a woman. I pursued them as a woman. And most of the time, like I said, I didn't come to these men. They came to me.
Okay, hold on. Now, when you say you came at them as a woman, do you mean like t-shirt and jeans? Or do you mean like sundress and heels? Or like thongs?
I mean, sundresses wasn't out yet, but I came out when I was 16. So
you was t-shirt and jeans?
No. I wasn't wearing it. It was more like, pleated skirts, blue jean skirts, bell bottoms. I'm 31 years old. So when I was in high school, I was 2004 to 2008. So bell bottoms was in, apple bottom jeans, that type of vibe. So, I was presenting myself as a woman to these men that were pursuing me, or I was pursuing them. Okay. So it wasn't like some funny business like, oh, let me touch up on you in the bathroom at 3 o'clock when nobody ain't around. It was like, I'm a woman, you're a man. People know that I'm a woman and I'm straight, you straight, let's get together. It was never on no like secretive, you know? So even with that, it wasn't like they just didn't fulfill my sexual desire, and that's fine.
Okay.
You know?
So look, I don't understand how it could go bad, right? You know, just because it's all the same, you know, it's, you know, you fit the stick in the hole, you know, whatever, you know, however you want to put it. But it's like, how can it feel good to another woman, but not all women, you know? Like I get it, the size matters, I get all that. But how can it feel good to one woman and not another? That, like, I don't get that. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty much the same motion. Whether you going around the world while you know, doing your thing or not, it's still the same motion. It's still, this is
See,
still the same motion.
and see, that's where men get it messed up at, is that it's not the same motion for every woman, because you got to understand that 85% of women is clitorius, and then the other 15 is penetration. So if you're trying to do the same thing to every single woman, majority of those women are not about to get ready to have that sensation that you're about to have off of the same thing that the 15% had. So you got to go the extra mile, and
that's why you go down
if you're
on them.
not, yeah, you could, but sometimes they want face to face and they just want that extra mile. And a lot of men do not show that extra mile. They just think that it's this caveman type of thing, and then it's done. And then we're sitting there, and then we have to understand that women are our sensation of sexuality and all of that stuff is higher than men. It takes us a longer time. So if you're, and I get it, you know, you're doing this, you know, motion, and you know, it's fast for you guys and it's slower for us. So it's just like, okay, well, if you're gonna do it in 10 minutes and then I'm gonna do it 20 minutes after, and you're not gonna last for the other 15 or 5, then what are we doing here? What are we doing here? I might as well just go ahead and go with a woman or someone that can please me in the way that I need to be pleased. I mean, it is kind of rocket science to men because they don't know that about women. They don't know that fact that I just said to you, 85 and 15. They don't know that. And that's fine because nobody ever taught them that, you know, but it is what it is. And I think that men need to go the extra mile to go ahead on and figure out what their woman wants, because all, like I said, 85, 15, you might have a 15 or you might have an 85. Well, you need to learn her body, because right now, studs and gay women is women. I mean, we winning because we already know the woman's body. We already emotionally attached. We can get emotionally attached really quickly. And we already, you know, pretty much all the things that they want.
Hold